Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I'm doing the second half of November 2023, the astrology and angel cards. I'm very excited about doing this because there is a lot of things kind of going on that we really need to be aware of. So I was kind of like, this is kind of important. Let's do this. So let's start out with November 16th. We do not have any planets in movement, so I'm just going to do an angel card reading, and I want y'all to kind of figure out which one I'm going to go for, because I'm looking at the video camera, looking at this. I'm not looking at the back side of it. So this is the one that's coming forward, this one right here. So for November 16th, it's all about Uranus and the change. There is a lot of energy with Uranus, and there's a lot of energy with what's going on, and there are going to be making some amazing changes. We've already had some big planetary stuff. Saturn getting out of retrograde at the beginning of this month. We still have Mercury in retrograde coming in later on, so it's kind of like there's a lot of changes that are coming on, and this is really important. And then we change signs too. We go from Scorpio to Sagittarius energy in a couple of days. So this is kind of like some changing good energy. So just know that things are changing. It doesn't always mean that changes are bad. So let's go to November 17th. We have Mars in Scorpio trine Neptune in the sign of Pisces. So let's talk about all this. A trine is challenging, or kind of like bringing it more complicated. Kind of like, how do we make this a little bit kind of like more accepting, or kind of like bringing these energies kind of a little bit into balance. And so Mars is our planet of action, aggression, and movement. Scorpio is kind of like the planet of like, let's bury it, let's not bring it up, or kind of like that passion driven, like boom, let's be in action about this. So it can be either one of those, and it's trining, or kind of pushing, or kind of trying to accept energy with Neptune in the sign of Pisces. So Neptune is our planet of like dreams and ambitions, and kind of our dreamy kind of planet, and it's in the sign of Pisces, which is all about being in the flow and being in the movement. This is a good day to kind of pursue our spiritual projects. This is a great one to kind of bring in new adventures and new ideas, and this can be an easier kind of day, and this is a day that I will say kind of bringing in your intuitive self and kind of bringing in some energy in that. This would be also a great day to kind of do some amazing meditations, and kind of like especially what's coming in next for you. That would be a really good one. Also on the 17th, we have our sun in the sign of Scorpio trining Neptune in the sign of Pisces. I know, trining is all about bringing in that comfortable, balanced energy. Our sun is a representative of our ego. Scorpio is all about our passion and kind of things that we may want to like let kind of stay under the ground. Neptune, our dreamy blue planet, here we go again, in the sign of Pisces, which is all about the fishy flow. Our intuition is going to be on high alert today, and this will be a great day to work with connections of our intuition and really make sure that you're listening to your intuition. So many times people just don't really listen as much as they could or should with this. Okay, so now on, we need a card. We need a card for November 17th. We got to go the other direction. November 17th. I kind of feel like it's right here at the beginning. That one. Okay. I got some itchy eyes today. I know. Kind of a crazy one. This is Virgo, and this is all about the digesting or taking in new information. So this is a good day of kind of taking in that intuition side, and really taking it in and making a change, kind of like the digestion of it. Let's bring it around. Let's focus in on what it's telling us. Let's focus in on what's going on around us. It's a really good one. So let's move to November 18th. We have our sun in Scorpio conjunct Mars in the sign of Scorpio. So it's kind of like, okay, here we go. Our sun is our ego. Scorpio is our passion planet, and it's in conjunction, and our conjunctions are all about focusing or kind of like finding like the easy way to kind of bring these two together. That's conjunction can be focused on different things. It's focused on Mars, which is our planet of action, in the sign of Scorpio, which is all about passion. So our ego is kind of like in action and aggression and all that kind of stuff. This energy can drive us to push us to kind of take some new action in some different areas. Kind of like our ego may get out of the way a little bit and allow Mars to kind of push us into action of what we're really passionate about. What are you passionate about bringing into our earth? You can take initiative and do what you want in some very healthy ways. So this kind of like is pushing us in some healthy ways of kind of what we want to do, how do we want to make these changes. This is a really good one. Let's do our angel card for the 18th. This one right here is Paulus and Athena. This is all about thinking. So this is a great day of kind of thinking of like, what do you want to change? How do you want to make your changes in your world? What do you want to bring in next? All of that kind of good thinking, like kind of into the future. What do you want to push your passions into? Interesting. Let's go to November 19th. We have our moon in Aquarius square Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Our moon is all about our emotions, and it's in the sign of Aquarius, which is really this kind of like passion driven kind of, I'm trying to think of like Aquarius energy. Aquarius can be energy that is ready to make some changes. It could also be kind of like holding on to kind of like the status quo as well. And it is squaring off. So squares are all about like action-oriented, motivated people, kind of like bringing in strength and characters of kind of like, what are we going to make changes in? And it's squaring Uranus and the sign of Taurus. So Uranus is that hippy-dippy, changeable planet, like let's change on a dime, let's change again, let's do this. And Taurus is always asking us, what do we value? Kind of like, what are you valuing in these changes? So the 19th is all about like making changes and putting things on hold that aren't really working or really frustrating you. So kind of like things are kind of been holding you back. So kind of put those on the side, kind of like they're not ready to kind of bring into the world yet, but there's some other ones that could kind of be bringing more energy in, and having kind of knowing the difference, because a lot of times things are kind of like it's moving, but it's moving slowly, but sometimes it's kind of like it's not really moving at all. And so those may be kind of like we need to sit and think about that one for a little bit more. Let's go to on the 19th. Let's do our angel cards. That one right there. Our angel cards, this is Jupiter, and this is all about bringing in abundance and action. This is a great one to kind of bring in for today, because there's going to be some changes happening, and you want to kind of bring in like what is abundantly ready to move forward. Great. And if not, let's put it on the side and wait for a little bit. Let's not push that energy. Next, on November 20th, we have our sun in the sign of Scorpio sextiling Jupiter in the sign of, Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. Our sun is our ego. Scorpio is our passion-driven planet. Sextiling is all about like communication and creative flow. Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. Pluto is our planet of life and death, kind of like the death and rebirth kind of energy. And then it's in the sign of Capricorn that can bring in some changes, but it's going to be very heartfelt changes as well. Getting our heart matters are going to be very beneficial today. And you can learn more about what helps you find your solutions, kind of like where are we kind of finding those solutions and transforming into better energy and kind of upgrading. If things are not moving, what do we need to change and upgrade with them? So let's do an angel card reading for the 20th. I feel like it's right here at the beginning. That one. It was moving away from me. Okay, here we go. So this is series, and this is all about nurturing. What do we want to nurture in our planet? And this is really a good one, because this is a great day to kind of bring in a heart matters. So it's kind of like, where is that nurturing in our heart? What do we want to nurture? What do we want to bring out in ourselves and other people as well? Let's move to November 21st, which is Mars in the sign of Scorpio sextiling Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. So Mars, action, aggression. Scorpio, passion. Sextile is all about bringing this creative energy in between the two. Pluto is our planet of life, death, and rebirth. And then Capricorn is about our passion as well. This energy is going to be unrelenting, and you may use this to your advantage. This is going to be an amazing day. You want to focus on what requires your attention, your intuition, kind of bringing that in, and bringing in your strong will. Like, what are you choosing to bring into this energy? That is going to be awesome. So on the 21st, let's kind of bring in, I don't feel like it's that one right there, the 21st. This is the 6th house, and this is all about sustainability. So what are the ideas that are going to sustain and kind of bring you forward, and using this to your advantage? Like, what do you want to bring into your advantage? This is going to be a good one. Let's go to November 22nd. We have our sun entering the sign of Sagittarius, which will be there for the next 4 weeks, or about 30 days. Our sun in Sagittarius is going to bring an adventure, expansion, new experiences, and can really help us focus in on our Sagittarius season. I've got a whole video on that, so I will make sure that you look that one up. It'll be coming out soon. And you can also be very optimistic and very open with your energy, because Sagittarius is bringing in all of those opportunities for us. New places to go, new things to do, new people to meet. So kind of bringing in kind of like that optimistic side of making some amazing changes. This is kind of like, yes, here we go. So let's do this. What's going to be affecting us for the next 30 days? This Sagittarius, it was up here, it was up here, that one. Our Sagittarius energy is really about Cancer, and this is kind of emerging into this energy. And so it's kind of like immerse yourself in this amazing energy. Bring in this energy into your life with passion, because that's what's going to be really focusing in and kind of bringing that optimistic side to us. Let's do it. Okay, let's move to November 23rd. We have our sun in Sagittarius squaring Saturn in the sign of Pisces. So our sun is our ego, and it is all about kind of like bringing in that passion. That Sagittarius energy is all about bringing in passion and really that optimistic passion. And it's squaring, which is all about kind of bringing things into action or motivation. And it's squaring Saturn in the sign of Pisces. Saturn is all about our foundations, and it's in the sign of Pisces, so it's kind of like our foundations are in motion or moving, because that Pisces energy is all about the flow or change. Getting into our energy focus may be difficult, but it's one of those, it's going to change the rest of our day and kind of like into recharging ourselves for the rest of the year as well. And this is going to be fully moving forward, kind of like pushing that energy, kind of keep going forward. So let's pull a card for the 23rd. That's the card. This is all about dignified, and this is all about our strength. Making our strength really important, and kind of making these changes come in is really important for us. And this is really a passion-driven sign of kind of like bringing in that optimistic look for what's coming up next. On November 24th, we have Mars entering the sign of Sagittarius, and this is going to be for quite a while, a couple of weeks. And so Mars is our planet of movement and kind of moving forward, action, let's go, go, go kind of energy. And it's in the sign of Sagittarius, which is all about giving us that great outlook, kind of like, let's bring this in. And this energy is going to be becoming more focused in on our expansion with Mars and Sagittarius. And this is going to be pursuing some amazing opportunities to learn, expand our knowledge, travel, opening up to new places, kind of like being bold and kind of getting out there. And this is going to be bringing in some new life experiences for us. This is going to be a great one for us. Let's do a card for this. I kind of feel like it's right in this area. That's the one. this one right here. This is the 7th house, and this is relationships. So this may mean that a lot of people that are watching this are really looking for some amazing energy in relationships and some changes forward. I can think of a couple of them right off the top of my head. I'm like, yep, I know who's getting this kick out of this. And this is going to be bringing us into new places, new people, new experiences. And that sometimes is kind of bringing that into new relationships. Let's go to new places. Let's not stay stuck where we're at. Okay. On November 25th, we have Mars in Sagittarius squaring Saturn in Pisces. So Mars, our planet of action and movement and aggression, in the sign of Sagittarius is all about our optimistic outlooks. Squaring, which is all about kind of like bringing in motivation and willing to tackle obstacles, I kind of feel is the one that we really need to be working on. And this is Saturn is our planet of foundations and energy in that area. In the sign of Pisces is all about the flow. This is a day filled with discipline that you might find a little bit difficult if you like the flow a little bit more. This is going to be kind of like one of those, like, we're not going to move as fast as we thought we were going to. This can get really frustrating very easy, and a day that you kind of feel like, I didn't accomplish anything, I didn't do anything on my to-do list or my to-done list. It's going to feel really harsh in that area. So let's do an angel card for November 25th. That one right here. This is the 8th house, and this is all about community. Everybody's going to feel like this. This is not just one person thing. This is going to feel like everybody around us is stuck. Everybody is going to feel like frustrated and kind of like we're not moving forward, or this hasn't moved forward, or this project's not where it is. So just know that everybody's going to be feeling that way. It's not just you. It's going to be kind of an everything. On November 25th, actually, happy Thanksgiving. It's one of those. So as we move into November 26th, we have no planets in motions. We're just going to do an angel card for this one. That's the one right there. So this is Chiron, and this is about healing. This is after Thanksgiving, and so this is a great downtime for a lot of people, and really like, let's take a break. And so this is a great day for Chiron to kind of bring in some healing and some new understanding for us. Next, we're going to move to November 27th. We have our full moon in the sign of Gemini. And this is our first full moon since we had the eclipse last month. And so always the first ones afterwards are going to have extra energy. Our full moon in the sign of Gemini. Full moon is all about things that you're ready to let go of or change or modify in some way. Gemini is all about this very nurturing, very caring, and very charismatic energy. Gemini in a full moon will usually bring in a great time to kind of sort out new ideas and new thinking. And finalize plans to see results in the short term. This is something that we can say that we're ready to kind of do something about. So what you say, you're going to mean, and do what you say because it's going to happen. And this can bring in a great understanding and emotions behind our words and emerging kind of like our head and our heart together in energy. I feel like it's right here at the beginning. It's that one. Okay, so our card for November 27th is the 3rd house of communication. Our words are going to be super powerful, so make sure that you're really understanding like your words in this. Your communication is going to be really, really powerful, especially with this full moon in the sign of Gemini, so it's going to be strong. So mean what you say and say what you mean. Also on the 27th, I guess we shouldn't have done the card yet. Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius squaring Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Mercury is our planet of communication and moving forward. It is not into retrograde yet, but at this time it is in pre-shadow energy in the sign of Sagittarius. It is squaring, meaning it is moving or willing to take on obstacles between itself and Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Neptune, our planet, is dreamy and blue. It's all about our dream life and kind of what we want to do to kind of take a step back. Sign of Pisces is all about the flow or the change. Your head may be trapped in a fog today, kind of like may feel lack of focus, kind of lack of direction. I don't know what I want to do. This may be a time that it's really hard on your imagination as well, because we usually love to be in motion and in action, and this is the day that you're just not going to feel that too much. So it's like stuck in that energy. So let's move to because I've already done the angel card. So let's move to the 28th, which our moon in Gemini is in opposite Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius. Our moon is our emotions in Gemini, which is all about kind of like moving forward, great ideas, rethinking things, and it's in opposition. So it's kind of like seeking out the balance, kind of like, let's find a balance in this between that and Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius. So Mercury is our planet of all communication, thinking, and higher thoughts. In the sign of Sagittarius is really all about kind of like that new outlook and where are we going. It is going to be a difficult day to kind of stay on the same pages. So we have kind of like two kind of difficult days, like back to back. You're fighting for your position, or you may feel like no matter what you're doing, you're not going to win today. And so this may be a time where you kind of really take an opportunity to kind of think things through and really make some time to listen to other people as well. So on the 28th, our card is this one. This is Vesta, and this is all about our heart. So literally listen more and kind of keep our heart protected today is going to be kind of the number one thing to do for us, kind of slowing that energy down and really balancing our energy and kind of really keeping our heart in mind today. I will say that will be one. November 29th, we have no planets in movement, so we'll just do an angel card. And this one in the back is kind of just jumping forward. So we're going to pull it out. This is the Midhaven, and this is the Pinnacle. This is a great day. So if you didn't see my video on Power Days, this is our last Power Day for November, which is November 29th. So this is a Pinnacle, like really high last day of November of like amazing energy. So this is a great day to kind of go back to the 11/11 portal meditations and all that kind of stuff, and kind of bringing that energy in, as this is our last superpower 11/11 day. Yes, here we go. November 30th, we have our moon in Cancer, sextiling Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Our moon is our emotions. In the sign of Cancer is all about caring and nurturing. Sextiling is all about kind of like communication and bringing in creative ways of doing this. Uranus is our planet of change and transformation. In the sign of Taurus is asking us, what do we value? This is a day that really makes you feel differently and kind of get you on the right path. So we've kind of had a couple of days of like stuck energy, and then we're gonna have these 2 days, the 29th and 30th, of like some amazing days of like moving yourself forward, kind of pushing yourself into some realms of kind of like helping yourself move forward, kind of moving yourself even more forward down the path, and kind of moving towards your dreams. What are your dreams, and getting that focus on them. This one is the card for the 30th. This is the solar flares, and this is all about being activated. You're going to feel activated the 29th and 30th of November, and kind of really wanting to activate our energy, bringing in some amazing energy for us, and really kind of opening up to what's coming up next for us as we get ready to start December tomorrow. Yay! I know this is going to be a great one, and we've got a lot of changing energy, but this is going to be an amazing month, November. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.